Hey y'all, and I want to come on real quick to share my thoughts on a conversation, actually, one of many conversations that I run into with women. And on this particular day, I was at the gym and in the sauna, and then other days where I'm having some of these conversations at the somewhere shopping. But what I want to say, to just give you just a little bit of context of where I'm trying to go with what I'm about to say, insecurities, working hard at what we're doing, uplifting one another, because what I'm here for is to uplift and inspire, and I have to be myself too. So this particular day, to get into the story, to get into this particular day at the gym, and as I'm working out, this is on a Saturday, and most days of the week I'm at the gym, not for working out because I have my own studio, but I was at the gym. I'm there for the sauna. I don't have a sauna here in my house, so I have to go to the gym, and I'm working out, and I glance up, and I'm just doing my own thing, and I see this woman that was like, I know her. Let it go. And it just caught my attention. So I'm continuing my workout. And then, probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, I'm in the sauna. Now, when I say I'm working out, I'm not doing anything really strenuous on this day. My schedule goes like, my workout schedule is like, it is, not is like, my workout schedule is that Mondays and Thursdays, I do total body. Now I'm walking every day or cycling, doing some type of bike ride every day too. But my strength days are Mondays and Thursdays. I just want to throw that out there. And then on Saturdays, some Saturdays, I do mostly body weight training and calisthenics. But anyway, so this Saturday was just like that. And I'm normally in the gym at non-peak hours. And definitely on a Saturday, you're not going to find too many people at the gym at the time that I was there. So when I got in the sauna, usually I'm in there or I'm approaching the sauna, getting in the sauna. Really, there's nobody there. And nobody was there. So I go in. When I'm at the sauna, I do a lot of meditation, but I'm really in there to cool down, to get a thorough cool down and to stretch my muscles after a workout. So that's what I was doing. I was doing with some glute bridges and probably a little bit of strengthening, my core. So as I'm laying down, I noticed that the young lady, the girl that I saw, along with her girlfriend, she had somebody else with her, they were approaching the sauna. So I popped up because that's just my etiquette. I don't want to be stretching when other people are approaching in, because I don't want to invade anybody. The sauna is really there, to relax, really not for working out. But anyway, so they come in and we looking at each other and we say, hey, and, I'm like, I know you. And she was like, I know you too. So we're talking, and I get into, I know I've worked in retail. I said, I've done Banana Republic. She was like, yeah, that's where I know you from. Or she was like, she was like, yeah, she said, I know you from there. And I said, I know you. I really don't know you from there, but I can recall you probably coming up in there. But I said, I know you from somewhere else. And then I went into how I've trained here in Central Alabama for a long time, and I know a lot of people. And she was like, I do work out all the time. And I asked her, so were you ever at this particular location? And she was like, yeah. I said, that's where I know you from. I said, you work hard at, what you do. So our conversation kind of starts, from there. And how it goes, I was really impressed with a girlfriend too. Both beautiful ladies. And when I say their bodies are very tight, I mean that. You can tell that they work out. You can also tell that it's natural too. So I think there's a song. was it Rick James? Brick house. But anyway, how they describe it, 34, 26, 36. When I say these ladies, uh, very attractive, but had the body to go along with it. So as we're talking, and I just explained to her, I said, in this wellness, I said, I've been a fitness trainer. Then I evolved, started out as a group fitness instructor around 19, although I started teaching, or someone asked me to teach around 16. Then I transitioned around 32, 33 to be a personal trainer. And now I've evolved to something else because it's more than just a physical, with working out. But I asked God to use me, so that's why I'm here too. Now, talking to this camera, it's getting a little bit easier, but I have to keep practicing it too. But to get back on where I'm trying to go, we complemented one another. We exchanged how we put in work for what we want to do or how we want to look. And this is going to go towards how we tell ourselves certain things and how it makes us feel. Because one thing that I admired, there was two things that really stood out to our conversation. Our conversation was probably about 20 minutes long. She inspired her girlfriend that was there with her at the gym. Her herself, working out is no problem for her. She enjoys it. Let me get back to her girlfriend. She encouraged her girlfriend to come to the gym. It wasn't her girlfriend first time, but I've been in this fitness industry a long time. We don't like to work out. Point blank, period, as Tony Gaskins would say. But we don't like to work out seriously. So a lot of us are just in the gym because that's just what somebody done told us we have to do. So it's okay. But I like that she encourages her girlfriend to come in. And then what I also like into our conversation, she said, I do this for me. I don't do this for nobody else. I do it for me. And I like that because we have to mentally be careful and the reasons why we do any and everything. So in our conversation while we were talking and uplifting one another, we also spoke about some truth and some reality. People have a tendency to be jealous for whatever reason. A lot of times the jealousy that you're experiencing with somebody else, it really ain't about the other person. It's more about you. And what I mean by when I say it's more about you, it's something internally within yourself that makes you feel like you can't compliment the next person. And I know with women, because I'm a woman myself, and I have dealt in relationships with women who can have absolutely no reason that I can think of to be jealous of you, but they are. So I would just challenge us as women. We need to come together a little bit more. No, a whole lot more. We need to come together. We need to ask ourselves, why are we thinking these thoughts? Because it goes deeper than you just not liking somebody because of X, Y, and Z. And I know I say these stories get long when I talk here, but sometimes it's hard for me. You have to know me. And my family would tell you too, I can get kind of long-winded, but I will wrap this up. But I just want to share that I have a 27-year-old son who has a 25-year-old friend. And she told me one day here recently, she had a so-called girlfriend. Now, listen to what I said. She's 25 years old. She had a so-called girlfriend, because that's what it was, a so-called girlfriend that was jealous of her because she had a great relationship with her dad. Why would a person be jealous of another person for having a relationship with their dad? For me, I understand it. I'm not literally asking y'all that question. So with that scenario, I know where it comes from. She don't have a relationship with her own dad. So I just wanted to point that out because I'm talking about a little bit of insecurities and, being a little bit jealous or envious of people. Sometimes we just have a way of thinking about things that we shouldn't even be thinking about. But And understand when I'm talking here, if it don't apply to you, I need it. If it don't apply to you, it don't apply to you. But if it applies to you, I would honestly ask God to reveal to me areas that I need to heal in. Because the same way that young lady was in the gym and encouraging her girlfriend and saying that she's doing it for herself, because when I say I can see why women would be jealous of her, but you have to have a spirit for that. I don't know what that spirit is because I don't have a jealousy bone in me, but I know people do. So work at it. Anything that you desire, anything that you want to accomplish, you have to put in work. And like I said, this only pertains to people who it pertains to. So we don't have to do some of the things that we do. We're making choices that we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be. And for this young girl to be 25 and her girlfriend, and I'm only guessing, I didn't ask her how old she was, but they have to be around the same age. We gotta do better. We have to do better, and we can do better if we honestly, try to seek within ourselves and try to find out what is actually making me, think this way. And if you're trying to will it on your own, because I know personally for myself, when you're trying to do things on your own, it, and you know that nothing that you're doing on your own has worked, and it hadn't worked for a while, seek God. That's what I would advise you to do. That's what I had to do. And I have shared that I am twice divorced, 3 children. And just being in this fitness industry, I run across a lot of people and a lot of women and have trained a lot of people. So, and as a trainer, you're not only just a trainer, you're a therapist. So I've heard it all. But anyway, I wanted to just come on and tell you guys my thoughts on that conversation and how we can try to do a whole lot better. And I know we have to take small steps, take these small steps, but go to God, ask Him, put in some work and it don't matter what you're trying to put in work with. Some of us, we need to work on our finances. I had to work on my finances, but you got to put the work in. Don't be hating on nobody else. Ask God to reveal what's going on with you. I don't want to get too much deeper in this conversation. I thank y'all, and I pray y'all are finding value, because I'm actually trying to help, and I have to be myself. I ask God to use me, so that's what I'm doing. And I want you guys to, if you like what I'm saying, share it. Share it with your friends, share it with your family members, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So be well.